They told him it was just old age, slow blood flow, weaker performance. That's normal after 60, the doctor said with a shrug. But 3 months later he landed in the ER with what looked like a heart attack. Turns out it wasn't his heart. It was blocked blood vessels down there. No one told him that poor circulation doesn't just affect your legs or chest. It can silently destroy your intimacy, your confidence, and your connection with the person you love. Hi, I'm Dr. James. I've spent over 30 years helping men regain control of their health, their energy, and yes, their ability to be close again. I've treated thousands of men over 60, and I can tell you this with certainty. Aging is not the problem. The real problem is what no one's talking about, and how a few simple changes can turn everything around. Most people think baking soda is just for cleaning or baking, but when used like this, the way I'll show you, it has a powerful effect on blood flow, artery flexibility, and nitric oxide levels. That's right. Something sitting in your kitchen right now might be the missing piece to feeling younger, more alive, and reconnected in the bedroom. And don't worry, I'm not about to throw a bunch of medical jargon at you. I'll walk you through exactly how it works, why it's effective, and how to use it safely. But fair warning, doing it the wrong way could backfire, especially at our age. So stay with me, because in just a minute, I'm going to share the method that's been quietly changing the lives of men over 60 all across the country. Before we go any further, if this kind of practical, life-changing advice matters to you, go ahead and hit subscribe and turn on the bell. And if you're finding this helpful so far, just type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your feedback helps me improve these videos for you. Now let's talk about something your doctor probably never told you, and why it's costing you more than you think. As men, we don't often talk about blood flow, but that slow decline, it starts quietly. It begins in your 50s, and it doesn't just affect your energy. It slowly chips away at your strength, your mood, your ability to feel close to your partner. It starts small, colder hands and feet, feeling winded quicker, not in the mood as often, but over time, it builds, and if you ignore it, it can become something far more serious. Let me tell you about Walter, 68 years old, retired, married for over 40 years. He didn't come to my office for intimacy issues. He just said, "Doc, I don't feel like myself anymore." His hands were cold, even in summer. He was falling asleep earlier every evening, and deep down, he was carrying a quiet sadness, a feeling of loss he couldn't explain. Eventually, he admitted, intimacy had become rare, awkward, and sometimes even painful. Not physically, emotionally. He felt like he was slowly disappearing from the man he used to be. What Walter went through? It's very common, and it all starts with blood flow. As we age, our blood vessels stiffen, arteries lose flexibility, blood doesn't move as freely, and the smaller vessels, the ones that matter most for warmth, energy, and intimacy, begin to close off. It doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in slowly, stealing your vitality, little by little, until you start calling it just aging. But it's not just aging, it's poor circulation, and it's costing men their confidence, their identity, and their relationships. I've seen men doubt themselves, pull away from their partners, not because they don't care, but because their body isn't responding like it used to. And no one told them why. But here's the good news. This decline is not inevitable. There are ways to support circulation, restore flexibility to your vessels, and reignite that spark you thought was gone. And believe it or not, one of the simplest tools I've ever recommended is probably already in your kitchen. Yes, I'm talking about baking soda, but not the way you're used to using it. Let me show you how this humble powder, when used correctly, can reverse the very process that's been holding you back, and why this might just change the way you see your body forever. Still with me? Then go ahead and type the number 1 in the comments. Let me know you're listening, you care about your health, and you're ready to take that next step. Part 4. The danger of using it the wrong way. Here's where most people go wrong. They dump a spoonful of baking soda into water, chug it down, and then wonder why they feel bloated or uncomfortable. Listen carefully. More is not better. And using baking soda without understanding your body's pH balance can actually make things worse. That's why I always say, this method must be measured, timed, and combined with the right nutrients to help your body absorb it properly. You wouldn't just swallow a handful of pills and hope it works, right? So don't treat baking soda like a shortcut. Treat it like a tool. If you watched until now, write 100 in the comments. That tells me you're one of the rare ones willing to slow down and grow. Type I choose peace below if this message spoke to your heart. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. It helps this message reach someone else who might desperately need it. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.